Well, hey there folks, let me show you what I got going on here with a half barrel little bird bath fountain that the koi fish have appeared in. You can see the grapevines growing nice there. Next year it'll grow bigger and it'll grow behind this. It'll look real nice, it'll grow up the wall. But I replaced the little pan I had in here. Basically what that is just a plastic saucer you buy for like a potted plant at your big box store. I got this one at Lowe's. The other one I had, I think, was like a 10 inch. This here is, I think, a 13.5 or a 14. So it's definitely bigger. And the other one, I just drilled holes in it. This one I did a little differently. I started with 3 holes. And then I went up to 5 because I needed to get the water flow just right. So it would flow out of all of them, but it wouldn't go over the pan. So I just want to meter the water just right. So I drilled holes just a little small. And that's 1/4 inch drip line that you'll use, you know, irrigation line to water your plants or whatnot. So it fit in there real tight, and I just cut them to the same length. So that way it flows out and goes in the water and it doesn't dribble back around the bottom there, you know. You can see it's putting quite a bit of oxygen in there, all the bubbles, circulating the water pretty good. So yeah, there's 5 in there. And I did go ahead and put the pump in a little strainer bag this time. That's just for an evaporative cooler. You can get that at your big box store too. I also got this one at Lowe's. You just sit your evaporator pump in there, so that way all the scale and all the aspen fibers and everything doesn't, you know, clog up the pump. But I just put that around the little water pump and used a zip tie. Hopefully that helps filter stuff, because the inlet on that pump, the screen's real small. It'll get clogged up real easy. So hopefully that'll work. But it seems to be flowing pretty good. Just put the rocks back up there. Just try to make it look halfway decent. Let me show you what I'm using for the solar panel here. Whoops. Alright. So this here's the solar panel I'm using. This came off of a different pump. And this actually has built-in batteries in there. It has 2 built-in nickel, or not nickel metal, the lithium-ion batteries in there. I just have it sitting up there on the fence right now, but I do have a mount. I'll mount it up there and angle it correctly. And the wire's just running down, goes into the barrel. But those batteries will actually run this pump all night when the sun goes out. At least it will in the summer months like we have now. I don't know how it'll do when the sun isn't intense, you know, through the winter. And bought a couple of these kits on Amazon. They're really lacking. This one here claimed it did, I think, like 160 gallons per hour. No way in hell. Compare that to my hand. That's just a little tiny guy. This barely ran anything, but the pump that came with this is actually the pump that's in the little barrel right now. So the pump's working pretty good. That panel was just undersized and there's no battery backup. Here's another one I bought. You can see the difference. This one's quite a bit bigger, and this claims to be either 7 or 8 watts. I don't know. There's no way. This one definitely kept up better than this one. Not as good as what I have on there now. And this one says it has a battery backup, but if it does, it's in there. It's a little tiny thing. That only works like, I don't know, 15 minutes before it shuts off. Like I say, the one there will run all night. But that's what the pump looks like that I have in there. Just a little tiny pump. And it's working pretty good. To step up to anything bigger than this, you know, you got to get in like the $100 range or so. I'm not willing to spend that much. Here's a AC pump here, 120 volt. That one there will pump a lot better, but I don't have power ran over there, so that's why I'm using what I'm using over there. But I definitely think that's plenty of water flow for this little bucket. I think the fish will be plenty happy. And the birds go in there from time to time, and the yellow jackets and other creatures. I've actually found a couple dead birds in there. I guess they drowned in there. I just got to pluck those out. Not very often, but I have found a couple. All right, folks. Thanks for watching.